So here we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today is January 15th, 2022, and it's a special anniversary of an event that's pretty well known in the United States. U.S. Airways Flight 1549 made a very successful crash landing in the Hudson River in 2009, about 13 years ago. And for those of you that don't know about this, I'd recommend watching the movie Sully. It was filmed in 2016 with Tom Hanks playing as the main pilot in the aircraft. But in summary, what ended up happening was Airbus A320 that was being flown by U.S. Airways departed New York's LaGuardia Airport from runway 4 on the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. And shortly after takeoff, they struck a flock of birds. I believe they were Canada geese. And that caused both engines to lose power. They were at a pretty low altitude, and what ended up happening was the captain decided to turn around, couldn't make it to another airport, so they landed the aircraft in the Hudson River. Out of all the passengers that were on board, I believe there was 155 people on board. They were all rescued by nearby boats, and there was only a few serious injuries. So this was quite the miraculous feat. So here we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We've got a Airbus A320 set up. This is the A320neo. I don't have access to the older A320 with the two GE CFM 56-5B4 turbofans. This is the new A320neo, but we're going to be flying that. We've got our the tail number of the original aircraft and the call sign, flight number, all that input as well. We're going to be leaving from runway 4. The plane departed at 3:24 p.m. approximately, which is when we're going to be flying as well. And then we're going to basically try and simulate their action. So we're going to take off, go here, turn around right at approximately this area here. One of the areas they tried to make was this Teterboro Airport, but they wouldn't have been able to make it there. And then try and land right here, very close to where the new One World Trade Center building is where we're going to try and touch down. So without further ado, we'll get started. Once we get started here, we do have a couple changes we need to make as far as the settings and things go, so that we can land in the water, crash land into the water without actually having the simulator end, because we do have it set to realistic mode. Just as far as equipment goes, I'll turn on the lights here real quick. I've got my keyboard, my mouse, pretty standard, and then I'm using an Xbox One controller to fly, as I don't have a yoke or joystick or throttle quadrant or anything like that. So I use that in combination with the keyboard and the mouse. I'll switch the LEDs on my keyboard over to something a little bit more clear for y'all to see.
At runway for departure to the north.
Cactus 1549-1549, altimeter 29.9 Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 4.
Cleared for takeoff runway for Cactus 1549-1549.
So we'll get in here. For some reason my time of day was not reflected accurately, so we'll switch that. Perfect, 324, right on the money. With that, then we'll go to general options, flight model. I think it might be assistance options here. There we go. Failure and damage. We'll turn off crash damage. Apply and save, and that should be it. Now, with that, also what we're going to do is display direction. That should be to our ultimate point there. Obviously, we don't have a livery for U.S. Airways, but I do have this world travel model set up. And without further ado, we'll get going. So throttle up here. Important, get the fasten seatbelt sign on, and away we go. Departing runway 4 from LaGuardia Airport in New York. Bit shaky here.
Cactus 1549-1549er, continue for north departure. Cactus 1549-1549er, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Tower Cactus 1549-1549er, frequency change.
So at this point here, we'll continue north as they did. Retract the landing gear here and flaps. Get to about 3,000 feet, which is where they were, and looks like we're approaching that point now, and we'll start to turn. And here we go as we'll cut the engines and simulate that. So with that, we'll start playing some audio from the actual event.
Cactus 1549, turn left lane 270.
This is Cactus 1539, hit birds, we've lost thrust on both engines, returning back towards LaGuardia.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading up 220.
220.
Tower, stop your departures, got emergency returning. Who is it? 1529. He bird strike. He lost the thrust in the engines. He's returning immediately.
Cactus 1529. Which engines?
He lost thrust in both engines. He said.
Got it.
Cactus 1529. We can get it to you. Do you want to try to land runway 13?
We're unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
Jelly 2760. Turn left 070.
070, join 2760.
Hi, Cactus 1549. It's going to be left traffic to runway 31.
Unable.
Okay, what do you need to land? Cactus 1549. Runway 4 is available if you want to make left traffic to runway 4.
Idiot. I'm not sure we can make any runway. What's over to our right? Anything in New Jersey? Maybe Teterboro?
Okay, yeah. Off your right side is Teterboro Airport. Do you want to try to go to Teterboro?
Yes.
Teterboro, Empire. Actually, LaGuardia departure guy, emergency inbound.
Hey, guys.
Cactus 1529 over the George Washington Bridge. Wants to go to the airport right now.
Wants to go to our airport. Check. Does he need assistance?
Yes. It was a bird strike. Can I get him in for runway 1?
Runway 1, that's good.
Cactus 1529, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
We're going to be in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus? All right. Jelly 2760, contact New York 126.8.
1,000. 268, Jelly 2760.
Cactus 1549, radar contact is lost. You also got Newark Airport up at 2 o'clock in about 7 miles. Eagle Eagle Flight 4718, turn left heading 210.
210, 4718. I think he said he was going in the Hudson.
Cactus 1529, Houston.
500.
Cactus 1529, if you can, you got runway 29 available at Newark, will be 2 o'clock in 7 miles. Eagle Flight 4718, climb maintain 2000.
Okay, 1000 and even 5 until he hits 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
There we are. We've set her down in the Hudson, obviously, as far as the simulator has it. Didn't quite make it as far as they did back in the day, but as far as I'm able to recreate here, we have attempted a safe landing. So at this point, would really be evacuating the aircraft and doing the best that can be done, which is what was done ultimately that day. And 155 people made it out of there alive, which without the hard work of the flight crew and the flight attendant staff on the aircraft, and then the passengers as well, wouldn't have been done. So excellent job to all of those involved with this absolutely miraculous landing 13 years ago today. And as we sit here, just remember, if you're a bystander, a passenger on the plane, someone with a boat nearby, everyone jumped in to help and do the best that they could, and that ultimately saved lives on this very cold January day back in 2009. So absolutely amazing job by all of those involved, and just a really, really impressive event, all things considered. As always, thanks for watching. This is kind of a special little video here, but hopefully you enjoyed, and if you didn't know about the events, definitely suggest watching that movie and reading a little bit more about it if you're interested in aviation. Thank you.